Congressman Bryan Steil. It's good to see you again, Congressman.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay, first this story. What do you make of this new security camera footage coming in? We have far-left Democrat Representative Jamal Bowman. You're going to see he's pulling a fire alarm in Congress last month to evacuate the House amid a government shutdown vote. He claimed he did it to unlock a door to get in, that he was rushing to get to the vote. But, Congressman, it doesn't show that at all.
No, his explanation doesn't match the videotape evidence at all. I've reviewed this evidence as well as others. The door that he attempted to maybe open is right below us here in this room. He walked up to the door, he pushes it briefly, he turns to the left, he pulls a fire alarm, and he immediately walks away from the door. It's very clear he made no effort to open the door. His explanation that he did this by accident, also false. It's the reason that I've asked the House Ethics Committee to review this. I'm very concerned he did this in a manner to try to delay a vote on the House floor. This was the moment where we were trying to beat the Senate to get our bill passed first, and Democrats were doing everything they could to slow that down, including apparently pulling a fire alarm.
Yeah, it clearly said fire on it. It's red. So he's hit with the misdemeanor charge. He admits to, quote, a lapse in judgment. He's a former school principal. He went on to walk past at least 7 Capitol Police officers without informing them of his actions.
No, absolutely. He's a principal. In my schools, we did fire drills. You know exactly what happens when you pull a fire alarm. And then you're exactly right. After walking away from the scene, he passes multiple Capitol Police officers and makes a cognitive decision not to inform them that he is the one that pulled the fire alarm. It's the reason so many first responders had to respond to that instance. And as we know, first responders are often injured in an emergency response to a scene. It's incredibly dangerous for them. He did not care about that. He casually walked to the House floor and would vote dozens of minutes later. His excuse doesn't add up. It's correct that he's being charged. He should be found guilty. But further, the House Ethics Committee should investigate this matter and hold him properly accountable.
Okay, let's move on to this story. Democrats, Axios is reporting Democrats are planning new 2024 campaign attack ads going after new Speaker Mike Johnson's record as one of the most socially conservative speakers in modern memory. That, you know, Democrats are going to make Johnson a central figure in their 2024 campaigns. What do you make of this story?
Speaker Johnson's a principled conservative. I'm excited he's now at the helm and has an opportunity to truly unify us. The fact that the Democrats are already attacking Speaker Johnson one day into the job tells you everything you need to know about how failed this Biden administration is with their policies. There's no way the Democrats can run on President Biden's policies: a broken border, runaway spending, rising inflation, disastrous foreign policy, including the botched evacuation from Afghanistan. So it doesn't surprise me in the least that they're looking for an alternative in day one into Speaker Johnson's administration, or Speaker Johnson's speakership. They're going to attack him baselessly. He's a principled conservative. I think he's going to unite the Republican conference, and we're going to be able to push back on the worst excesses of this Biden administration.
They're rolling the dice. Democrats are rolling the dice. Voters are going to care about abortion and things like gay marriage.
The Democrats know they can't talk about their failed border policies and that we've seen millions of illegal immigrants enter the country under the watch of President Biden while he has announced to the world that our border is unsecure. They're not going to talk about the billions and trillions of dollars that they've spent that have unleashed inflation on the American public. They don't want to talk about the Biden administration's war on energy starting on day one, where the president killed the Keystone XL pipeline. So, of course, they're going to attack Republicans for a whole host of things. But the American people are smart. They're far smarter than the Democrats, for sure. And they're going to look at this and they're going to say, we can't afford 4 more years of President Biden.
Congressman Steil, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And from the D.C.